This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome to downtown Pittsburgh and Acrisure Stadium, the home field of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see, last season's national champions. The squad here today looking to put on a show, taking on the 9th-ranked team, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Pittsburgh's offense comes onto the field for the first time today. We'll see this quarterback, Kirk, who's very much a contender for the Heisman Trophy. He told us he's trying to ignore that talk, but the numbers he's putting up as we head toward the home stretch make him impossible to ignore.
Yeah, and I think he's done a really good job of kind of putting this on the back burner, the individual accolades. He's focused on winning games, and I think it has a big part of why he's been able to enjoy such a great year.
Big throw to the right. It's caught. The defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The Panthers come to the line to run the hurry-up. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going. What we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown in mid-season.
Yeah, mid-season games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win. Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He makes the grab. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. Back to throw again. Looking for his big tight end. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. They grab the early lead. Talk about a great way to start this game, Coach, setting the tone very early.
Yeah, sometimes it takes an offense a couple drives to get comfortable. You can tell this unit came onto the field locked in and focused. No slow start at all for these guys.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Kirk, not often these days you see a matchup as good as this between two elite running backs, two guys with a focal point of the offense.
And talking to them this week, you know they are both hyped up to go against each other, both looking for bragging rights. Can't wait to see who ends up playing better.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
He shreds the tackle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense getting set. It's second down. Dropping back. It's Moss. That's reeled in. It's Jadowski. And the junior with some excellent work after making the catch. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Second down play coming up. Looking for a receiver. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Turner trying to create good field position. Excellent work by the coverage team. He's brought down after just a short return. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Montgomery. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The Panthers hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Good throw to the left. Makes the catch downfield. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Panthers.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now can the defense do their job and get a stop and give this hot offense the football back?
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Handoff to the back. Powering through.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Moss. Caught over the middle. It's Jadowski. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. Clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Gets the first and still running. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down?
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And the point after is right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. He steps out of bounds at the 14. That's where the drive will start. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Off the play fake on first down. The quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The Panthers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. And on the carry, he's heading left. He gets loose. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. We've got an exciting quarterback duel in the making here as we check the first quarter stats. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Ball handed off, and they'll stop him short at the line to gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Grab behind the line. It's Montgomery. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The offense going with the hurry up. On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Looking deep downfield to the left. It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient third down offense. And the Panthers will line up to punt it away. And he takes it around the 20. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Offense on the field to take over. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Fire to the right side, complete. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Where's the second down play? To the air, it's Moss. Caught over the middle. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. A new set of downs after that completion.
Boy, this quarterback's doing a great job of just managing the game. Nice throw, good completion on first down, and he's already got a play call. He's ready to snap the ball again.
Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch. Can he get in?
But somebody had to bust an assignment on this touchdown. There's no way you let a guy get that open unless the defender either gets injured or he blew an assignment. That was too easy for the offense for that touchdown.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
First down, looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
Caught by the receiver. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. The Panthers will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Looking to throw again. Lets it go quickly. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34. This Pitt offense is moving quickly down the field.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Second down coming up.
Here's a real challenge on this impressive drive. Second down and 17. Important second down play coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Makes a quick catch. They make the tackle, but the offense has a first down now at the 21.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarter.
Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. Past the 50. He's past the 30. At the 10 now.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms, and he takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. He breaks free. The junior able to bring him down quickly. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Wide open downfield. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The Panthers come to the line in a hurry up. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Snags the quick throw. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Crucial 3rd down play after that completion. And he'll set up to throw. QB to the tight end for a completion. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Panthers will have to punt this one away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. Takes the returner out of play. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
2nd down after the incompletion. Dropping back. It's Moss. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Fourth down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a 1st down. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Jadowski. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. Back in motion now. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Back to throw. It's Moss. Quick throw over the middle. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining. So on 2nd down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. Lead remains at 14 after the miss. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. Offense ready to start this drive. Wideouts now clustered. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Finds an open target on the left side. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down. Offense operating from the pistol. Looking to pass. It's Moss. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties, got a little bit nervous, lost his concentration, and drops the ball.
Caught over the middle. It's Hart. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. And the quarterback dropping back. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Down he goes. It's a sack. The Panthers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
You know, I would have thought they might have taken a break after this sack that they've given up, but here they are, ready to go again at the line of scrimmage.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
The Panthers will line up to punt it away.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to have seen a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that first down marker. Instead, we got a 4th down decision.
Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost him anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5. No huddle now for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Moss. Fires it to the wideout. What a catch! They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. First down and 10 now.
Well, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Now they run a draw play. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
Grab down the middle. It's Hart. Ball carrier tackled there. Right completion sets up an important 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Offense moving to a bunch formation. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And he'll drop back here on third down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now a big decision coming up here on fourth.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the punt will bounce and roll out of bounds. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Quick pass. The catch is made. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. The Panthers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick completion to the tight end. Gain enough to set up first down now at the 39.
Love the call here on third and short. When in doubt, go to the big tight end with that big frame. Easy catch, box out the defense, and get the first down.
Short connection to the tight end here. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now. No huddle here for the offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Montgomery. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. This Pitt offense is moving quickly down the field.
Well, we've seen them do this in the past. A good throw, get the first, and here comes the tempo.
And he will be stuffed for no gain. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball in the lead, and then they corral him for a loss. You can tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Pitt getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The catch is made behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
They look to throw it here on second down. 0 running room, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pocket breaking down. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
I don't mind this aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, taking a shot downfield on third down. Now you can either kick the field goal or still have a chance to go for it.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Pitt. So here we go. Fourth quarter. They cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
fielded in the end zone. It's Jadovsky. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Trying the old counter play here. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
To the air, it's Moss. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Looking to convert on 3rd down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. And it's a direct snap. Passes the 40. Now here he goes. At the 30 now. Inside the 10.
Well, it was just a matter of time till this guy found a seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that 2nd and 3rd level, and with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner decides to field it. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Makes a quick grab.
Offensively, you get to the 4th quarter, you're down in the game. You're thinking about vertical shots and getting out of bounds to try to stop the clock. If I'm a defensive coordinator, I'll give that up all game long. Short little routes, tackling them inbounds. Let's keep that clock moving.
So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense with a 29. Trying to convert with the sneak. Looks like Pitt will have the 1st down. 1st and 10 now for the offense.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football.
He cannot escape. It's a sack. The Panthers looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Makes the 1st down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hasn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count the...
Swarm for the pass rush, a sack. 2nd down now after the sack.
Boy, you talk about blowing a play up. What a job by this defense. That is a big-time loss from the sack. But look,
a deep shot to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Too much speed for the defense.
What an advantage and weapon for this offense to have a tight end that can get this open downfield. You know, he has both the physicality of a fullback and the downfield presence of a wide receiver. Such an advantage going against these undersized defenders, and he made that touchdown look easy.
And here's the return from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And out comes the offense set to take over here. Here comes the bunch formation. To throw, it's Moss. He's got it in the open. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. One play already to the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. Grinding away on the ground. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. The pre-snap motion from the offense. And looking to throw now on first down. Grab by the receiver.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, we're going to throw it. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They've got him down, but the offense gets the first down they needed to just run the clock out. They knew they're going to need clutch plays like that, Kirk. This is a battle we expected to come down to the final minutes. It looks like the higher-ranked team's going to dodge the upset and move on.
Yeah, good for them to be able to close this game out. They played very, very well and very deserving. For the loser in this game, still an opportunity to learn from your mistakes. Try to get yourself in position to still make a run at the end of the year.
Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Toss play to the outside. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, it's a great toss play for the first down. One of the things I love about this play is you get the ball to the back's hands. Now you allow him to see the defense, kind of stretch the defense out, and then get north and south and pick up a first down.
On first down, it's play action. On the move now. And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down. Chris, this is a huge touchdown late in this game to make this a two-possession game with under a minute to go. I think it's safe to say they can secure victory here.
Extra point up and good. A two-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Time taken away. Offense set for one final drive. We're set for an exciting finish. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down to 17. Now they come up to spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Second down play coming up for this offense.
Here we go. Set.
And he drops back in the gun. The tight end has got it. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on fourth down, bringing pressure. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. Offense comes out to start this drive. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments, come up with a stop here? And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. They'll run it here. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. Scanning the field. It's Moss. Short throw complete to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive